But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when the lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. So one thing we got to understand is no matter what the devil's whispering in our ear, then temptations don't come from God, because James makes it clear here that we can't say we're tempted with God, because God don't tempt us and God can't be tempted by evil. But then verse 14 and 15 tells us where exactly those temptations come from. And to put it in a nutshell before I explain it, comes from right here. It comes from each and every one of us. He says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. We're tempted when we're drawn away by our own lusts. I mentioned before that I've been using Weight Watchers as a diet. I mentioned before that I've been using Weight Watchers as a diet. And if I'm going to take a diet and I'm going to keep from eating a chocolate cupcake, then I got to make sure I don't dwell on wanting those chocolate cupcakes. Because you see, that could be the thing that I'm lusting after, is those chocolate cupcakes. And I'm thinking about that, dwelling on it, and thinking about how good they are. That's when I'm starting to be drawn away. That's when I'm being enticed by my lust, my desire for that chocolate cupcake. Then he says in verse 15, then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. That's when I give in to my lust and I go out and I buy the chocolate cupcake and I eat the chocolate cupcake. That's when I've given in to my lust. That's when I've given in to my desire. And therefore, that has brought forth sin, because I know that eating that chocolate cupcake is detrimental to my Weight Watchers diet. And then he says, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. A spiritual death, a physical death, a separation from God.